Real reason Bron Breakker was suspended on Raw. Real reason Gunther beat AJ Styles on Raw. Stephanie Vaquer gets carried out of Raw. WWE seemingly changes story on controversial signing. WWE Tag Team officially gets a new name. Former WWE star re-signs with TNA Wrestling. Let's get started. Real reason Bron Breakker was suspended on Raw. Bron Breakker didn't just crash Monday Night Raw in Düsseldorf, he blew it apart. Out of nowhere, Breakker stormed the tag match between The Vision and Penta and Dragon Lee, flattening Dragon Lee with a brutal spear on the outside and forcing an immediate disqualification. Chaos followed, and it only got worse when Raw General Manager Adam Pearce tried to shut things down. Backstage, Pearce had already warned Paul Heyman that Breakker wasn't welcome in the building. That warning meant nothing. Breakker ignored it, bulldozed his way into the show, and when Pearce confronted him in the ring, he got tossed around like collateral damage. That was the final straw. A furious Adam Pearce officially suspended Bron Breakker on the spot, but this didn't feel random, it felt strategic. Here are 3 reasons WWE pulled the trigger on Breakker's suspension. Number 3, a full-time move to SmackDown. Breakker's time on Raw may be running its course. Since debuting on the Red brand in May 2024, he's already done a lot, including 2 Intercontinental title reigns and a high-profile world title loss to CM Punk. SmackDown offers fresh matchups and bigger opportunities. With stars like Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and undisputed champion Drew McIntyre waiting, a brand switch could instantly elevate Breakker into a new tier. Despite briefly appearing on SmackDown early in 2024, he never truly established himself there. This suspension could be WWE's clean break to reset him on Fridays. Number 2, writing Adam Pearce out as Raw General Manager. There's also a quiet loophole WWE may be exploiting. Paul Heyman pointed out that Pearce technically initiated physical contact by aggressively grabbing Breakker first. Commentary even backed it up, praising Heyman for exposing the flaw. That detail matters. WWE could use this moment to justify Pearce's removal as Raw GM, framing the suspension as an emotional, improper call that crossed the line. If so, this angle isn't just about Breakker, it's about a power shift behind the scenes. Number 1, turning Bron Breakker into a full-blown wrecking ball. Suspension doesn't mean silence, it means freedom. With nothing to lose, Breakker can now attack anyone, anytime, without consequences. That opens the door for surprise ambushes, especially with a major CM Punk vs Finn Balor title match looming. Breakker already lost his world title opportunity, and that makes Punk a prime target. One brutal attack could sideline Punk, force him to vacate the championship, and throw Raw into total chaos, all while Breakker operates outside the rules. However WWE plays it, one thing is clear. Bron Breakker's suspension isn't the end of the story. It's the warning shot, and the fallout is just getting started. Real reason Gunther beat AJ Styles on Raw. Raw delivered a moment fans didn't know they needed. Gunther vs AJ Styles, one-on-one for the very first time. The match lived up to the hype, hard-hitting, technical, and intense. AJ Styles looked phenomenal, but in the end, Gunther proved why he's one of the most dangerous men in WWE today. Styles nearly had the match won, forcing Gunther to tap out. But the ring general did it out of the referee's view, creating just enough chaos to turn the tide. One low blow later, Gunther stole the victory and left Raw standing tall. So why did WWE have Gunther go over AJ Styles? Here are 3 key reasons behind the decision. 3. Gunther's dominance isn't slowing down. Gunther winning keeps his momentum red hot. Ever since retiring John Cena, his confidence and his aura has skyrocketed. Beating a legend like AJ Styles only adds to his growing resume and reinforces him as a dominant force on Raw. With another major win under his belt, Triple H's creative team can continue presenting Gunther as a near unstoppable competitor. Number 2. To set up a rematch on the road. This wasn't a clean victory, and WWE made that crystal clear. Gunther tapped, just not where the referee could see it. That controversial ending feels intentional and sets the stage perfectly for a rematch. AJ Styles now has a legitimate reason to come back angry, focused, and ready for payback. WWE can easily build a revenge storyline off this finish, making their next encounter even bigger. Number 1. WWE could be building Gunther as the unstoppable force. Gunther's run through the Last Time Is Now tournament, capped off by defeating John Cena in his retirement match, already painted him as a problem. Beating AJ Styles only strengthens that narrative. Styles stepped up to humble Gunther after weeks of disrespect towards Cena, but instead he became another name added to the ring general's list. With wins over both Cena and Styles, Gunther now feels like an unstoppable force. All signs point toward WWE preparing him for a massive world title push, possibly even setting the tone for WrestleMania 42. Stephanie Vaquer gets carried out of Raw. Stephanie Vaquer's night on Raw ended in chaos, and it was hard to watch. Last week, she limped to the ring in a walking boot, making it clear that her injury wasn't going to slow her down. But the Judgment Day had other plans. Raquel Rodriguez jumped her and left her laid out, only stopping when security swarmed the ring. Fast forward to this week. Michael Cole was mid-interview with Rodriguez on the entrance ramp when she doubled down, promising to keep hurting Vaquer until she got her Women's World Championship opportunity. That's when the champion showed up. Security tried to hold her back as Rodriguez laughed off the ankle injury, but Vaquer stared straight into the camera and sent a message. She's not backing down, and she's daring Raquel to come take the title. Big mistake. Rodriguez blindsided Vaquer from behind, targeting the injured ankle without mercy. She smashed it into the floor again and again, then capped it off by drilling Vaquer with the Women's World Championship. As the champion writhed in pain, Rodriguez stood tall, holding the title like it already belonged to her. The German crowd erupted with boos and loud "You suck" chants as officials helped Vaquer to the back, while Raquel Rodriguez smiled, unbothered, and very proud of the damage she'd done. WWE seemingly changes story on controversial signing. WWE just locked Logan Paul in, and somehow the story behind it keeps changing. On this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, commentary quietly reframed Logan Paul's decision to become a full-time WWE superstar. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett addressed Paul's newly signed contract, but their explanation didn't line up with what fans heard just days earlier. Logan Paul first confirmed the deal himself last week through his vlog, firing back at critics who questioned his commitment to wrestling. His message was simple: he's all in, and he's chasing greatness inside a WWE ring. Over the weekend, John Cena added another layer to the story. At a fan expo, Cena suggested that facing Logan Paul during his final run in 2025 played a role in pushing Paul to fully commit to WWE. But on Raw, that narrative took a turn. Michael Cole credited Paul Heyman for making Logan Paul a full-timer, noting that fans had criticized Paul for years over his part-time schedule. Wade Barrett piled on, joking that those critics now have nothing left to complain about. With WWE commentary seemingly rewriting the origin story, Cena's influence may already be getting pushed to the background, proving that even major career decisions can come with a little creative revision in WWE. WWE Tag Team officially gets a new name. The WWE Universe asked for it, and this time, WWE actually delivered. What began as an unexpected friendship between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky has quietly evolved into one of the most talked about teams in the women's division. After standing side by side against Io's former allies in the Kabuki Warriors, the chemistry was impossible to ignore. Fans quickly latched on, gave the duo a name, Rio, and the momentum only kept building. Earlier this year, that fan-driven hype turned into real gold when Ripley and Sky captured the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. What once felt like a fun pairing suddenly became a legitimate force in the division, and now it's official. Io Sky used the name Rio on Raw, and WWE has fully cemented it by recognizing the team under that name on their official website. No more speculation, Rio is here to stay. Next up, Rio will defend the women's tag team titles against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez later this month at Saturday night's main event. So what's your take? Does Rio have long-term potential? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Former WWE star re-signs with TNA Wrestling. Cedric Alexander isn't going anywhere, and TNA just locked down one of its most exciting stars. After impressing during his trial run, Alexander has officially signed a new deal with the promotion, according to Fightful Select's Sean Ross Sapp. His initial short-term agreement was expected to wrap up around Bound for Glory later this year, but TNA moved quickly to keep him in the fold. While the exact length of the contract remains under wraps, the message is clear. TNA sees Cedric Alexander as a key piece of its future heading into 2026. Since arriving in TNA in 2025, Alexander has been a constant presence in the X Division, bringing the same elite athleticism and high-risk style that made him a standout during his WWE run. His performances have helped elevate the division and made him one of the promotion's most reliable in-ring draws. Outside the ring, Alexander recently stirred buzz with a Hurt Business reunion alongside MVP and Shelton Benjamin at WrestleCade, fueling speculation about what could come next. But for now, his focus is firmly on TNA. That focus leads directly to a massive moment at TNA Genesis on January 17th in Garland, Texas. Alexander is set to compete in a three-way match for the X Division Championship against reigning champ Leon Slater and Moose. With TNA preparing for its move to AMC on January 15th, a shift Slater says has brought a protective energy to the locker room, all eyes will be on Genesis to see if Cedric Alexander's new deal begins with championship gold.